Live. Cool. All right, so right now you're going to learn how to create videos that get viewers to see differently, but not only that, how to create videos that actually get shared. It's a big problem right now. Everybody's doing live streams, everyone's doing videos, and what's happening is they push the video content out and they just start talking, and they start talking about all these things that no one really cares about. They start talking about their expertise. They start teaching. Here's how you do X, Y, and Z, and they kind of go on and on and on. But what they never really do is they never really get into how to get people to see differently, how to tap into someone's identity, how to put in these triggers that actually cause your videos to get shared. And today what we're going to talk about is tip number 1 that allows you to go and do any type of video, whether it be a live stream or a pre-recorded video, and get people to share it. There's a reason why every video we do for ourselves or for our clients not only gets a lot of views and comments and reactions, but they get a lot of shares, especially out here on Facebook, because it's so easy to share videos. So here's basically what we're gonna do. Tip number 1 right here, that's gonna talk about how to get videos and create videos that get shared. Now, the very first thing that you need to do if you want to create videos that are going to get shared is you need to start doing content that gives people a new perspective on what you're talking about, what your niche is, what your industry is. If you cannot give people a new perspective on what you're teaching or what your niche is or what your industry is, you're gonna have a really, really hard time getting anybody to share your video. And if you do that in a world where video content is becoming bigger and more popular, you're gonna really struggle to stand out. Now, most people think I just need to teach and add value, but what they don't understand is just sitting there talking about X, Y, and Z is boring. It's not different. People are gravitating towards things that are different, and if you can give someone a new perspective, even if it's something that's been in the industry for a really long time, you're gonna start getting people to share your video. So let me go over this. The easiest way to give people a new perspective is actually discredit an old or current way of doing things in your industry or old and current beliefs. So for example, if someone is in the yoga niche and the common way to get more flexible in the yoga niche is to stretch 10 minutes before you get into yoga or something along those lines, that's the current way of doing it. Now, if I can create a video that talks about my way of doing it and discredits the old and current way of doing it in the process, what I'm doing is I'm removing these blocks that people thought to be true, and I'm now able to go into giving them my new perspective, which we'll talk about here in a second. I'm gonna give you guys an example so all of this makes sense. So if you want to create content that's gonna get shared, you need to give people a new perspective. And the easiest way to give a new perspective is to discredit an old or current way that people are doing things right now. The easiest way to discredit things that people are doing or discredit old beliefs is to really just ask them, is this true 100% of the time, or is this true for everybody? So I'm gonna give you guys an example of how this works right now. Right now in my industry, in the niche I'm in the internet marketing and entrepreneurial space, the biggest thing that people are saying right now is that you have to hustle and work hard in order to be successful. Hustle, hustle, hustle. If you're not gonna hustle and put in the work and outwork your competitor, you're not gonna be successful. So that's a common thought, a common belief in my industry. So if I was to take that belief and discredit it, I would just say something like, working hard does not mean you're going to be successful. Hustle does not guarantee success. Because if that was the case, then everyone who worked hard and hustled would be successful. They would all be millionaires. And there are probably more people that are working hard and hustling today that are not successful than people that are successful. And now what I just did is I said, is this true for everyone? Or is this true 100% of the time? And the answer is no. So I completely discredited the fact that hustle means success, work hard means success, because it doesn't. And then what I could do is then move into a consequence, which is, and if you hold on to that belief, you could actually work your ass off and never become successful and work hard until your eyeballs bleed and never have a successful business. So now what I'm doing is I'm putting the pain into holding that belief. So not only did I discredit a common belief, not only did I discredit a current way things that are happening in my niche, but I also went ahead and attacked that belief and put fear behind that belief, saying that you could work your ass off and never become successful. Why would you ever want to do that? Now, what happens when you do this successfully, you get to move people into your beliefs. You get to then now teach what you want to teach. You get to talk about what you want to talk about. And allows you to not only get people to share your video because you're giving them a new perspective, you're also playing into their identity. Now, what happens is people live in their beliefs, and the reason why this works so well is because people live in their beliefs as if they're 100% true and 100% facts. Hey, Paul. Good to see you here. So what happens is if someone's new in a niche or new in an industry, they start listening to different types of gurus, they start listening to different types of experts like me or someone else, which is totally fine. I think you all should do that. But what happens is these gurus and these experts and the leaders and authorities in niches, they only teach what they know. And they can only ethically teach what they know. And to them, that's 100% true. So then what happens is everyone else takes this on as it's 100% true. Oh, so-and-so said this. So-and-so told me to do this. That means this is the only way to do it. And they live as if that's true. So what we do is when we can discredit those beliefs or discredit those common thoughts or discredit the way that people think is supposed to be, we now allow them, or we now put them in a position where we could put our beliefs in there and allow them to then take our beliefs and lead with those beliefs and move forward with those beliefs. And when you can do that and give people a new perspective, you play into their identity, your videos start to get shared because you're tapping into teaching them what they didn't know they didn't know. And when you can do that, people stand behind it and share it. Another good example of this is Gary Vaynerchuk. He takes common thoughts in society, flips them on their head, gives his new perspective, and people stand behind it. Why? Because he says things that play into people's identity and go against the common beliefs and common ways of doing things in our industry. He goes against the grain, and then he gives his new perspective, and people stand behind it. A good example of this is he'll say things like, success is not going to college and getting a job. In fact, and then he'll just start discrediting it. In fact, you could leave $100,000 in debt and never even find a job. And the most successful people I know today are all entrepreneurs who went out on their own. And it's becoming way easier today to become an entrepreneur than ever before. So he discredits a common belief in the industry, backs it up with proof, and then he gives his new perspective that plays into people's identity, entrepreneur identity, and then those videos get shared. And so the most common videos that get shared are not necessarily how-to videos. They're these thought reversal videos, these disrupting videos that, again, you have to give people a new perspective. The easiest way to do that is discredit the old or current ways of doing something, or discredit the old and current beliefs. And you can achieve that, let me move out of the way, you can achieve that by just asking, is that true 100% of the time, or is that true for everyone? Because nothing is ever going to be 100% true, usually, in most cases. And then what you're able to do is you discredit the beliefs that they think is 100% fact or 100% true, and then you're able to then put your beliefs and your perspective in there, and now that people have an open slate, they hop on it, they share it, and they share it because you're playing into their identity. And that's how you start creating videos that get shared. You get viewers to see things differently, and that, my friends, is tip number 1. So if you enjoyed this video and you want me to do more weekly lives teaching you how to get more tips or how to get more videos, get your videos shared, you want more tips on scripting videos, creating videos that are going to pull people in, get shared, commented on, stuff like that, let me know. Hit the thumbs up whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. We're going live in both places. And if you know someone who would benefit from this video, go ahead and share it with them. Take care. Talk to you guys soon. Hi, YouTube. I just ended on Facebook. All right, so we're going to start doing more lives and different things like that on the YouTube channel, which I'm really, really excited about. So those of you who did join us live, I did see comments coming in. I will reply to them. But thank you. If you guys enjoyed this, let me know, and we will do more live videos like this on YouTube as well. that's it. Let's turn this off.